Need to give a speech and you're feeling really nervous? And maybe your hands, are they a bit shaky? And is your heart going thump, 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 thump? If any of that sounds even remotely familiar to you, you're going to love today's video because I'm going to share with you 3 specific tips you can use to get in control of your nerves, and all of them revolve around avoiding and not giving in to rubbish bits of advice that you often get from people who mean really well, but frankly they're not helping you. Number 1 bit of rubbish advice is just speak from the heart. You'll be grand. Honestly, where do people get that kind of nonsense from? I mean, could you imagine if you had to go somewhere new tomorrow morning, you've never been there before, you pop into your car and then you're just going, what are the chances that divine inspiration is going to strike you? You're going to know how to get to wherever you're supposed to be? It's not going to happen, and the reason is very simple, and the same is true for a speech. If you want to get people to think differently, you've got to give some time and thought to, well, what would I like to say to these people? Why might they find that interesting? How can I share that in an interesting way? There's no such thing as a good speaker who has not practiced. The truth is that practice and thought about what you want to say before you say it, a bit like a golf shot. 90% of a good golf shot happens before you swing a club. The same thing is true about speaking. Which brings me on to tip number 2. Rubbish tip number 2, which is actually the opposite of the Speak from the Heart Brigade. This is where people suggest, I tell you what, I want you to go and learn that speech off and then you'll just deliver it perfectly. Please don't think of any speech or talk as a performance, because it comes over as being really wooden. Because here's what happens. Do you remember when you were in school and you had to recite some poetry? And maybe if you weren't excited about poetry, you did something like this. You stood up and you went, hey, and then you sat down. You didn't actually go, you simply just blurted out whatever you were supposed to recite as quickly as you could. And the reason you did it is because you were afraid 2 things. 1, I'll forget what I want to say if I don't go quicker. And 2, I'll be done quicker. Well, to be honest with you, neither of those are good from an audience perspective. Here's the thing, the audience, as they're listening to you, they have to get excited, they have to be connected to whatever you're going to share. And if you are going at 99 miles an hour, you're going to find it very difficult to bring them on board with you. But you're also missing the point. And you're making yourself more nervous because it's so easy to forget where you are midstream. Instead of performing, can I encourage you to think of having a conversation? It's much easier for you. It's much easier for the audience. Everybody enjoys it a heck of a lot more. And then you get to rubbish tip number 3 that I really want you to avoid. And that's what I call the don't do this brigade. The don't do this brigade have got loads of things they think you ought to be thinking about while you're trying to actually connect and have a conversation with your audience. Don't forget to stand up straight. Don't slouch. Don't fidget. Don't be doing things with your hair. Don't be doing things with your fingers. Don't be umming. Don't be don't be erring. Don't be. To be honest with you, by the time you actually remember all these don't be, what are the chances that you'll forget to do the one thing that you really need to do? And that's to just spend time engaging with the audience. There's no way that you can be relaxed if you are overthinking how you're connecting with an audience. Yes, you can do lots of things in practice that will make you feel more comfortable, but ultimately, here's the bottom line. People want to connect with the real you. So don't be trying to bring on airs and graces and trying to be, ladies and gentlemen, let me perform for you. What an oration. It'll be extraordinarily exciting and blah, blah. Honest to God, people don't want any of that. They just want the real you. So be, as Oscar Wilde once said, the real you, because everybody else is taken. If you can get past those 3 things, folks, I promise you will feel more comfortable in your skin. Your audience will enjoy what you say a great deal more, and you will feel more confident every time you give a talk from here on out.